The Pentagon's top brass under siege. A perfect storm of controversy engulfs Secretary Hegseth. The already turbulent tenure of U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has taken another dramatic turn, plunging him deeper into a maelstrom of controversy. The latest revelation, reported by the Wall Street Journal, alleges that his wife, Jennifer Hegseth, attended high-level meetings involving sensitive discussions with foreign defense officials. This bombshell follows closely on the heels of a separate scandal involving a leaked Signal group chat, further eroding public confidence in his leadership. The Wall Street Journal report, published late Friday, paints a picture of a defense secretary struggling to maintain control amidst escalating crises. The revelation of Jennifer Hegseth's presence at these sensitive meetings adds a new layer of complexity to the ongoing scrutiny of her husband's conduct. Multiple sources, cited by the Journal, confirm her attendance at least 2 meetings where classified information was exchanged with foreign counterparts. The implications of this are significant, raising serious questions about potential security breaches and the appropriate handling of classified material within the Pentagon. The initial firestorm ignited with the public exposure of a Signal group chat, details of which were leaked to journalists, who was inexplicably added to the group. The content of the chat allegedly revealed sensitive details regarding a planned military operation, raising concerns about the potential for operational compromise and the security protocols within the Department of Defense. This leak, initially blamed on National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, has now morphed into a broader examination of Hegseth's leadership and judgment. The fallout has been swift and decisive. Multiple Democratic lawmakers have openly called for Hegseth's resignation, voicing their profound distrust in his ability to lead the Pentagon effectively. A bipartisan coalition of senators has gone further, sending a formal letter to the Department of Defense demanding a comprehensive inquiry into the leaked Signal group chat. This bipartisan condemnation underscores the gravity of the situation, transcending traditional partisan divides. While Republicans have largely offered a public defense of Hegseth, dismissing the Signal chat incident as a minor misstep, a different picture emerges behind closed doors. Reports from Politico suggest that a significant undercurrent of concern exists within Republican ranks, with anonymous sources expressing private doubts about Hegseth's judgment and fitness for office. You're not going to hear a huge public outcry, an anonymous GOP official confided to Politico, but privately, there is a lot of concern about his judgment. This stark contrast between public pronouncements and private anxieties highlights the precarious position Hegseth finds himself in. The Justice Department, meanwhile, has begun to take notice. A federal judge has issued a protective order mandating that all parties involved in the Signal group chat, including Hegseth himself, must preserve all related messages, signaling a potential escalation of legal action. This order is more than a simple preservation request. It reflects a deeper concern about potential violations of national security protocols and the need for a thorough investigation. The confluence of these events, the leaked Signal group chat, the presence of his wife at sensitive meetings, and the growing bipartisan calls for accountability, presents an unprecedented challenge to Hegseth's leadership. His ability to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape and maintain the trust of both his allies and his adversaries is now severely compromised. The situation is far from resolved. The ongoing investigations, coupled with the mounting public pressure, will undoubtedly shape the future of Hegseth's tenure as Defense Secretary. The question looming large is not just about the specific incidents themselves, but about the broader implications for national security and the integrity of the highest levels of the U.S. government. The coming weeks and months will be critical in determining the fate of Hegseth and the long-term consequences of this escalating crisis. The optics are undeniably damaging, leaving the Pentagon vulnerable to accusations of both security lapses and ethical improprieties. The lack of transparency and the conflicting narratives only amplify the concerns. The narrative surrounding Hegseth's tenure is a compelling illustration of the dangers of unchecked power, the importance of transparency in government, and the potential consequences of poor judgment in positions of immense responsibility. The implications extend beyond the individual, threatening to undermine public trust in the integrity and competence of the U.S. Department of Defense. The story continues to unfold, promising further revelations and potentially far-reaching consequences. The nation watches with bated breath, awaiting the next chapter in this unfolding drama. The Pentagon, once a symbol of unwavering strength and security, finds itself embroiled in a crisis that tests its foundations and raises fundamental questions about its leadership.